Alright, gonna work on the little Briggs here again. We got Mike here already.
How you doing?
And he's playing around with the carburetor, looking it over, but we were gonna plate these rocker arms. I don't know if you see it, but I hear somebody banging on the door. It's probably the pizza boy. Yep. Sandwiches tonight. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually polished this one up, sanded it, and made it shiny, so when it does take plating, it'll look good. And I haven't gotten to this one yet. So we're going to leave that alone. But what we might do is, Mike might take this apart, because he usually modifies these to make them work the way he likes. And there's a lot of brass on there. Take that out, and maybe we'll try copper plating that, and then nickel plating, huh, Mike?
Yeah, I think that's a good project for tonight.
All right.
Plating.
What do you exactly going to take off and leave off?
Well, I already have the little detent pin here for the needle and the spring.
Okay.
So take the needle out. This is already loose. This is where the fuel line attaches.
All right.
So, and there's a little brass jet. You're probably not going to be able to see it down in there. That's obviously going to be left down there. That's a pressed fit down in the bottom there.
All right.
So I loosened this nut on the end of the throttle spool, I guess you could call it. So I'll take that off. This is broken off, by the way. But, you know, it's just a screw here. You see where it's broken there.
Right.
That would have been a long screw, probably about that long, with a nut on the other end, and there would have been a spring there so you can adjust the speed. But that's not all that critical for us. So, and then there's the spool, throttle spool. There's a little spider web on there, or spider nest. So it looks a lot like the governor on a Maytag Twin. Can you see it down in there?
Yeah.
Moving?
Yep.
So that's the spool. And that leaves, looks like a brass washer there that's held in with a retaining ring. Can you see the little ring around the diameter there?
Just barely, yeah.
Right, so we might take that out and pop that brass washer out of there. And then it's pretty much bare except for the choke shutter down the bottom there. And let me get my flashlight so I can get a little bit more light in there for myself. And that looks like it's actually soldered. The brass choke plate is soldered to that shaft, which that always fascinated me, how they could put that together and solder that together down in there. I'm going to clean it. Hopefully it's just pressed on there so we can just press the shaft out and then have the little disc come out. Because we don't really want to plate that, or, well, we could plate this, but we don't really have to. We could just clean it up.
Right.
We really just want to plate the body and clean up the brass, clean everything else up. But we'll see what we can do. Okay. So
it is pot metal, and we've never done pot metal before, so
yeah, I'm not sure what kind of prep is required. You know, obviously we're going to clean it real well. Maybe
I got muriatic acid.
Yeah, maybe etch it real quick. And I don't know. Muriatic acid will probably attack that pretty quickly. So maybe a quick dip in that, quick dip in some distilled water, and put it in the plating bath and see what it does. We got a couple of these, so if we screw one up, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. So
I will. All right. We say we have dinner.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Let's just say hello, buddy.
Hey, Tubes.
Yeah. Look at it. He's not even waiting for us. Right. Mike's going to try to pull a choke out of this. The only thing that holds that choke in, that choke lever, is a little blob of solder. I won't be able to look at you because he's going to be working above it. I don't think you have any trouble getting it out, Mike. I think the trick there is putting it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably some 90-year-old lady used to do this every day for 40 years.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a grip on it.
Alright. Well, that's what we're doing. We'll show you when it gets done, instead of me wasting your time. I think he's got it. There you go. I think I caught it just in time.
Did you?
Yep.
So I should be able to... That's probably quite hot right now.
You need some needle nose?
Yeah. There it goes.
There you go.
So there's the choke butterfly.
Alright. What is that? It's copper? Brass?
This is steel.
Steel? Okay.
And that's a brass shaft. And a little brass choke plate.
Okay. Alright, now we just got to clean that up a little.
Yep, clean that up. I think I'm going to take this little
knob
hump off.
Yeah.
We don't have any purpose for that. That was to hold the cable for the choke.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're not going to have. And I'm also going to take a file, and can you see all these, like, I don't know what you call them. you know, where the mold was clamped together, where the die was clamped together.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a file and clean up all them ridges so we get a nice smooth piece. And then we'll polish this up, clean it, we'll polish it, and then we'll plate it.
All right, sounds good.
I'm gonna try to snap that off of there. When I was trying to use the hacksaw and I ended up going crooked, so I mean just get the rest of that off of there.
No worries.
You have that your air little saw?
Yeah,
that'll work.
See how our buddy's doing over here. How we doing, Mike?
It's looking pretty good.
You got the knob cut off, and
yeah, I'm just trying to.
you cleaning up the casting marks and stuff.
Yeah, you can see some of the, like some of this here where the mold came together, right there, that, like flashing, whatever you call it.
Right.
I tried to clean this up here. There was a line that went down here, so trying to kind of blend that out, and then we'll polish it up, clean it, and then it should be ready to plate, and we should get a nice finish out of this, I think.
I think so.
So yeah, looking good.
All right, good work, buddy. All right, it's the next day. I mean, it's just me today. The guys aren't here. We didn't wind up doing much else on this because we started working on some of Daddy Dirt Bike's Harley parts, and little dirt bike had something I wanted to work on, and you know that's what the engine night's all about. You know, we work on. We just don't work on one thing. You know, it's whatever we see fit. So Mike has this all cut up the way he wants it, and he even filed it down. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some sandpaper. I believe it's 220 grit. It doesn't say, but I believe it's 220. And I'm going to try and sand out some of the file marks, and then maybe hit it on buffer and buff it up and make it as smooth and shiny as I can, so when we do plate it, you don't see all them scratches, because plating doesn't cover scratches, you know. It actually enhances them, I think. But that's what I'm going to do. But first I'm going to clean it up with the Dremel, get in all nooks and crannies and everything, and then after I polish it up, I think maybe we'll throw it in an ultrasonic bath and clean the insides out. So that's where we're at. Let me get some sandpaper and we'll shine this up and we'll see what it looks like. Come around this way. Okay. Yeah, I got that. It's pretty well clean. Now I'm going to hit it with the sandpaper. Like we said earlier, I mean, we don't know what the procedure is or the process is, because this I think is pot metal or some kind of zinc or something, and we don't even know if we can plate it. But if we can't, then I'll just polish it up like this, and we'll clear coat it with paint. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I think that'll work good. Alright, let me dick around with this a little bit and get all these file marks out, and then we'll get the buffer out and see what we can do with it. Alright, yeah, I zoomed you in a little better, maybe you can see. I got some of them casting marks out that Mike was aggravating Mike. Let's see, I don't know if you can see that. I got got a little bit of one left here, and then got a little tiny one on the top here. But this is pretty soft stuff, and it was working pretty good. So I'm actually using 220 here, 220 to get this, get the lines in up. They're so fine I can't even see them. Oh, here it is. Like I said, I pretty much got this done. So I don't want to go too much. I don't want to take too much off, but there we go. And then we get a little bit of 400. I think that's what it is. I'm dealing with 220 here and 400. You know, I don't think I have to. I think the buffering wheel will take the rest of that out. I don't want to get too goofy with it, right? Because the plating will cover a little bit. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So let me get the buffering wheel out, and we'll see what we can do with this thing. All right. Yeah, let's clean that wheel off a little bit. Alright, yeah, I'm liking the way it looks. Don't let the color get you all excited, because that's just the rouge, wherever that is, you know, that, see that, under that rouge, it's almost like a chrome finish. Yeah, I'm liking the way this looks. Alright, let me finish buffing this out, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Might have to get the Dremel and get in these little nooks and crannies. I think I have little itty bitty tiny buffing wheels that'll get in there, but yeah, it's coming up nice. Nice chrome-like finish. Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see that. You see, maybe I'll zoom it in a little bit. Sometimes when you zoom it, it gets blurry. But, like I said, don't worry about all that grayish stuff. I'm actually liking it. Like I said earlier, I mean, if it doesn't plate, we can't plate it, then we'll just clear coat it and we'll be happy with it, you know. Like I always say, you know, we don't want to get goofy with these engines. You know, we just want them to look decent. So, alright. I probably don't even need to, but I'm going to see if I can get in there the nooks and crannies with the Dremel and the little wheel. Alright, I'll get back with you. Alright, like I always say, let me clean it up. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So like I always say, yeah, let's not get goofy with it. Now let me see if I go find my ultrasonic cleaner, and we'll throw it in there and give it a bath. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I mean, consider that was a dirty old piece of pot metal. I'm glad this carburetor's in pretty good shape, because pot metal usually cracks up and everything. This thing is beautiful. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, before I go looking for the ultrasonic cleaner there, what I did is I took some brass, so this is the old stuff too. This ain't the new formula. This is pretty old stuff. You know, they change formulas over the year, and that's the good stuff. And looks like that goes there. And this looks like it goes here. So I cleaned it up, and actually with the brass parts on there, looks pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Alright, we're all set up. I put some ultrasonic general purpose cleaner in there. Don't waste your money on this stuff, because all it is Cascade dish detergent. You know, powdered dish detergent. Smells like it, tastes like it. Some guys use their own concoction. They use Simple Green. You know, it all works as long as some kind of cleaning stuff. So they got hot water in here. Put my little thing in here, and then we'll put the carburetor in here and let it go. Let's see what it does. It's making noise, making bubbles. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see dirt coming out of it. Alright, I think I gotta sit here. I think I get seconds. I started at 190 seconds, so we'll run it a couple cycles and see what it looks like. Alright, just about done there. 3, 2, 1. Alright. I ran it through 5 cycles, which is like 15 minutes. So, stuff's still hot. Wait, you see it steaming. I threw in some of this other brass stuff. You know, this carburetor doesn't have jets like a normal carb, so probably this is overkill. Probably really didn't have to do any of this, but you know, we had it, so and there is oh yeah, wow, huh, it's very surprising. I don't know if you can see down there, but there was some crud that came out of there. Oh well, it did its job. Alright, I'm going to dry that off and take this in and edit it for you and process it and give you guys something to look at. Alright, so what do you say? Enough of that? Alright, enough of this. See you guys in the next one.